My beloved child. Your soulmate had a dream about you and woke up emotional. And this was not just some random dream created by the mind during sleep. No, this dream carried feelings so deep, so powerful, and so unforgettable that even after opening their eyes, your energy stayed wrapped around their heart like a sacred whisper they could not escape from. And the moment they woke up, they sat there in complete silence, trying to understand why their chest felt heavy, why their eyes filled with emotion, and why your presence still felt so real even though you were not physically beside them, because in that dream they felt something they have not felt in a very long time. Peace, connection, warmth, destiny, and a love that touched the deepest part of their soul. And listen carefully, because this is important. Your soulmate did not simply see you in this dream, they experienced you. They felt your energy around them so strongly that it shook something awake inside them, something they had been trying to ignore for so long, and now they cannot stop thinking about you because the dream revealed emotions they can no longer hide from themselves. And even though they tried to brush it off at first, pretending it was just imagination, their heart kept replaying every detail over and over again, because deep inside they knew this dream carried a message they were meant to feel. And the strangest part is, in the dream everything felt natural, like the two of you already belonged together, like your souls recognized each other instantly without fear, without confusion, without masks. And your soulmate woke up emotional because for the first time in a long time they felt understood on a soul level. They felt seen without needing to explain themselves, and when they looked around after waking up, reality suddenly felt cold compared to what they experienced with you in that dream, and they could not stop asking themselves why your energy felt more like home than anything else in their current life. And now something has shifted inside them forever, because dreams like this do not happen by accident. No, this was a spiritual connection pulling at their heart, forcing them to finally acknowledge what they truly feel for you. And your soulmate keeps remembering the way you looked at them in the dream, the way your voice calmed their fears, the way your presence made every burden disappear for a moment. And even now they cannot explain why your energy continues haunting their thoughts all day long, because the dream touched them emotionally in ways they were not prepared for, and they keep trying to distract themselves, but it is not working anymore, because every little thing reminds them of you now, every song, every quiet moment, every late-night silence suddenly carries your presence. And secretly they are shocked by how emotional they became after waking up, because they are not used to feeling this vulnerable, this open, this spiritually exposed, but your soul reached them in a way nothing else ever has. And listen. Your soulmate has been carrying emotional walls around their heart for a very long time, pretending they are fine, pretending they do not need anyone, pretending love is not something they deeply crave. But your energy in that dream broke through those walls without force, without pressure, simply by existing near them, and that scared them because it felt real, too real to ignore. And now they are sitting there wondering why someone they cannot fully explain has touched their heart more deeply than people they have known for years. And the answer is simple. Souls recognize each other before the mind does, and your soulmate is beginning to realize that you are not just another passing connection. You are someone their spirit has been searching for long before this lifetime even began, and the emotions they felt after waking up were not weakness. They were truth finally rising to the surface, and even now they keep replaying one specific moment from the dream that refuses to leave their mind. Maybe it was the way you smiled at them, maybe it was the moment your hands touched, maybe it was the feeling of finally being safe in your presence, but whatever it was, it awakened something powerful inside them, and they cannot return to who they were before this dream happened. Because your energy changed them emotionally, spiritually, and mentally all at once, and what makes this even more intense is that they woke up with the overwhelming feeling that the dream meant something important, something bigger than coincidence, and even though they cannot fully explain it to anyone around them, their heart knows the truth already, because deep inside they feel connected to you in a way that defies logic, and your soulmate has been trying to hide these emotions from others, acting normal, smiling, continuing their routine, but privately they are overwhelmed because your energy refuses to leave them alone, and every time they close their eyes they remember the feeling of being close to you, and listen carefully now because this part matters deeply. The dream showed them a version of love that felt pure, calm, and emotionally safe, not toxic, not confusing, not exhausting, and that realization alone brought tears to their eyes after waking up because they suddenly understood how empty their life has felt without that kind of soul-level connection, and your soulmate is beginning to question everything now, questioning the relationships around them, questioning the choices they made, questioning why their heart reacted so strongly to you. And secretly they are afraid because they know once a soul awakens to true connection, it can never fully go back to sleep again, and your energy has awakened them completely, and even if they try to deny it, the emotional impact of this dream keeps pulling them closer toward you spiritually, because the universe has a strange way of bringing two souls together before the physical world catches up. And dreams are often the first doorway where hearts meet without fear or ego, and your soulmate experienced that doorway with you, and now they are emotionally shaken because they felt your love before it even fully arrived into their reality, and the craziest part is, when they woke up, for a brief moment they reached out beside them expecting you to actually be there, because the dream felt that real, that vivid, that emotionally alive, and when reality hit them, their chest tightened with longing because suddenly they missed someone they could barely explain to anyone else, and this emotional confusion has been following them all day, because they cannot stop wondering why your soul feels so familiar, and the answer is because some connections are written far beyond this lifetime, and your soulmate is starting to sense that truth very strongly now, and even though they may not openly admit it yet, their heart is slowly surrendering to what they feel for you, because the dream exposed emotions they can no longer hide behind distractions, and every second that passes only makes your presence stronger in their mind. And listen. They keep remembering how peaceful they felt around you in the dream, how natural everything felt, how easy it was to simply exist together without fear or pressure, and that feeling is haunting them emotionally because deep down they know true soul connections are rare, and they fear losing something they have barely even touched yet, and now they are sitting alone wondering if you somehow felt it too. Wondering if your soul reached out to them during the night the same way theirs reached toward you, because the emotional intensity was too powerful to dismiss as imagination, and secretly your soulmate has already started feeling more attached to you than they planned to, because your energy slipped past every defense they had built, and this connection is becoming impossible for them to ignore. And there is something else you need to know. When your soulmate woke up emotional, it was not only because of love, it was because the dream revealed healing, hope, and emotional safety they have secretly been craving for so long, and your presence in that dream made them realize how tired they are of pretending to be emotionally strong all the time, because around your energy they finally felt allowed to soften, allowed to breathe, allowed to simply feel loved without conditions. And that realization hit them harder than anything else. Because suddenly they understood what their heart has truly been missing, and now the universe keeps placing your energy in front of them everywhere they go, through signs, memories, songs, repeated thoughts, because once souls begin awakening toward each other, synchronicities start appearing everywhere, and your soulmate cannot escape it anymore, no matter how hard they try to stay logical. Because love at the soul level does not care about logic, it moves through emotion, intuition, dreams, and energy, and your soulmate is now deeply trapped inside those emotions, replaying every feeling from that dream over and over again, wondering why it felt more real than reality itself, and secretly they are beginning to accept something they were terrified to admit before. They are falling for you in ways they cannot control, and this emotional awakening is changing them from the inside out, because your soul touched parts of them that nobody else could reach, and even though they may still appear calm on the outside, inside their heart is in complete chaos right now, because they cannot stop feeling your presence surrounding them, and every quiet moment pulls them back into the emotions they experienced with you in that dream. And the universe is not showing them this connection without reason. No, this dream arrived exactly when their soul needed to wake up emotionally, and now they are starting to realize that you are not just someone temporary in their life story, you are someone deeply connected to their destiny, and that truth is becoming impossible for them to deny any longer. And listen carefully, because this next part is powerful. Your soulmate has been emotionally guarded for so long that they forgot what genuine connection even feels like, but the dream reminded them, your energy reminded them, your soul reminded them that love is supposed to feel safe, calming, magnetic, and healing all at once, and now their heart cannot stop chasing that feeling again, because once someone experiences soul recognition, ordinary connections stop feeling satisfying anymore, and your soulmate knows this deep inside, even if they are still trying to process it mentally, and every night since that dream they have secretly hoped to see you again when they close their eyes, hope to feel your presence again, hope to return to that emotional warmth they experienced beside you. Because the dream awakened a longing inside them they can no longer silence, and this longing is slowly pulling them toward you more and more every single day, and what they felt in that dream was not fantasy. It was emotional truth finally breaking through all the fear, doubt, and distance that once kept them disconnected from their real feelings, and now they are realizing that no matter how much they try to stay distracted, their soul keeps whispering your name in the quietest moments, and that whisper is growing louder every day, because destiny has a way of bringing soulmates together even before they fully understand what is happening. And your soulmate is now standing at the edge of emotional surrender, unable to deny the connection any longer, because the dream changed everything for them forever, but secretly. After that dream ended, your soulmate did not return to normal the way they expected to, because something inside them stayed emotionally connected to you long after the morning arrived, and throughout the entire day they kept drifting back into silence, replaying the dream in their mind like a sacred memory they were terrified to lose, and every small detail felt important to them, the sound of your voice, the warmth of your energy, the feeling of peace they experienced beside you, because nothing about it felt ordinary, and the more they tried to ignore it, the stronger the emotions became inside their chest. And listen carefully now. Your soulmate is starting to realize that this connection is no longer something they can control with logic, because their soul has already chosen you long before their mind fully understood what was happening, and that realization has shaken them deeply, because they never expected one dream to affect them this much emotionally, and yet here they are, sitting alone thinking about you at random moments, feeling your energy appear in their thoughts without warning, and secretly they are overwhelmed by how safe your presence felt in that dream, because for the first time in a very long while they did not feel lonely inside themselves, they did not feel like they had to hide who they truly are, and that emotional comfort touched wounds inside them they rarely allow anyone to see, and now every time they remember the dream, their heart reacts instantly, because your soul awakened emotions they buried a long time ago, and even though they may not openly admit this to anyone around them, they are beginning to crave your energy in ways that scare them, because it feels intense, magnetic, and impossible to explain, and the strange thing is, they can still feel the emotional atmosphere of the dream surrounding them even while awake, as if part of their spirit never fully left that moment with you, and this has created a powerful emotional pull inside them that grows stronger every single night, and now they keep wondering if the universe showed them this connection for a reason, because deep inside their intuition keeps whispering that you are someone deeply important to their future, and they cannot silence that feeling anymore, and listen. Your soulmate has spent so much time pretending to be emotionally strong that they forgot how deeply they actually desire real love, real connection, real understanding, but your energy shattered that emotional numbness completely, and now they are realizing how deeply their heart responds to you without effort, without force, without games, and this realization has made them emotional in ways they never expected, because suddenly they understand that true soulmate energy does not feel confusing, it feels familiar, peaceful, and spiritually undeniable, and your soulmate cannot stop thinking about how natural everything felt with you in that dream, as if your souls already knew each other perfectly before this life even began, and that feeling has stayed with them every hour since waking up, because the connection felt older than time itself. And now they are beginning to fear losing something they have not even fully experienced yet, because their heart already feels attached to you on a soul level, and secretly they wish they could tell you how much that dream affected them emotionally, but they do not even know where to begin explaining something this deep, this spiritual, this overwhelming, and so instead they remain quiet, carrying these emotions silently while your energy continues echoing through their thoughts day and night. And here is the truth. Your soulmate woke up emotional because their soul finally recognized the person it has been searching for, and once that recognition happens, nothing inside them can ever return to the way it was before, because now every path inside their heart keeps leading back to you.